Tony Reyes, aka Mr. 24/7, right back at you. It's all about the DMV Spotlight, and we got Thursdays now. Now, you know we do a thing for the DMV Spotlight each and every Wednesday where we put the artists on. We got rappers, they come through and they spit bars and all that good stuff. But now, we have a new segment, and it's called R&B Live. It's going to catch on because we have a lot of talent in the DMV R&B Watch. So they said, you know, give us a chance, give us a spotlight. So Thursday is y'all news night. Spotlight. We're actually third artist on here, and it's Mr. William Casanova, ladies and gentlemen. Right? So it's going down right now. So let's talk about the moves that you're making in the industry right now.
As far as the moves that I'm making in the industry, right now what I'm focusing on is really building my brand up. I think one of the most important things that any artist can do, especially being independent and not really having any major labels looking at them at the current moment, build your brand. Right. So when those labels come to you, you have something to bring to the table. There's nothing worse than a label coming to you and you have nothing to bring to the table, you know, because you're a liability. They have to put money into you. Gotcha. But when you come into a situation being a full force already, you have that room to negotiate. You have that room to say, this is what I'm doing for myself. Right. You know, this is what I've built for myself.
I've invested in myself.
I've invested in myself.
So that you can invest in what I believe in my craft.
Exactly. So right now, as far as just like industry-wise, I'm really just focusing on building that brand, doing everything possible to get my name out in my area first. The biggest thing is building a home base.
That's right. You got to take it home first.
You got to take it home first, because that's what the labels look at. Like at the end of the day, if you go home, you know, are you good home?
Right.
You know.
He said two key things, ladies and gentlemen: invest in yourself and take home first. A lot of artists feel like if I go in the studio, I make the music, they will come. No, you have to build a brand. Once you build a brand, then you have something to sell to a major company.
For sure.
That's how major companies like the Facebooks and all that good stuff get taken over by big companies because they invest in an idea. So now, let's talk about your journey from you transitioning from the city and you making money in subways and let's talk about that. He makes money in the subways, ladies and gentlemen. He picked up his guitar and he picked up a microphone and he wouldn't sing. Talk about that. Because everybody think they got to get on the big stage. Nah, I got to go to the studio and I got to go right to the big stage. Nah, let's talk about the grassroots.
That's where people make the mistake at. I think making the choice to leave go-go and really trying to build something outside of go-go. Right. I had to figure out what was I going to do that makes me different, you know, and I think that's what every artist should sit down and do. You know, there's a million rappers, there's a million singers, there's a million singers out there that may sing better than me. Right. So what's going to make me different from them? What's going to make people be like, you know what, I want to go see William Casanova.
There it is.
So with my brand, our slogan is the return of an era. And the return of era is basically that hard work that you don't see anymore, that grind that you don't see anymore. You know, that's what it is. I'm returning of an era where you had to work to get what you want.
There it is.
You know, so with that mindset, before I even built all this, with that mindset just starting from the ground up, I said, all right, people are not coming to me. People ain't throwing me on no shows. Right. People ain't asking me to sing, but I can sing, and I can sing real good. So if they're not coming to me, I'm gonna go to them. So actually, before I went on the subway, I started out on the streets, and before I got all fancy and had like a big, you know, speaker, everything, I took my dad's like boom box from his room and took like an old raggedy microphone that I had. I hit gallery place. I called my man Drake Clay that plays for Reaction currently. He plays the piano for them. I called him up. I was like, yo, this is gallery place. He was with it. We went down gallery place. He started playing. I was singing, you know, and it just kicked off from there. I started to grow. One thing about me, I hate being stagnant, so I always want to find what's next. What can I? All right, this is what I'm doing, but what can I do to make that bigger?
Gotcha.
You know, so that's where that went. And it started with I got another amp, then I got another amp, then I got a better mic. I got me a mic stand, and then it was like, okay, U Street and Gallery Place is cool, but I want to take it to a bigger level. What we gonna do? Hopped on a bus one day and just went to New York. I ain't know nothing. I knew nothing. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know nothing. I just was like, you know what? I have this dream. I have this voice. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Man, you know how many people figured it out and like stars right now? You know how many people that figured it out that said, you know what? I'm just gonna jump out there on faith, and they're stars now.
And that's the key thing. I think a lot of people that they depend on having a formula. They depend on having a planned out key to success, and it don't work like that. The biggest thing that you can have that'll always keep you going is faith.
There it is.
Faith.
With that being said, let's get into his new single, man. I know y'all tired of hearing us talk. We can talk all day long. We want to hear some music, okay? I'm going to move out the way. I'm going to fall back, because if you come on my show, if you're a rapper, you're a rap. You're a rap. Spit bars. And if you're a singer, you're going to sing, ooh, yeah. It's my favorite line. That's the only part I can hear. So, William Casanova, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it.
Always say that love is not enough. Tell me who made that saying no? 'Cause love's the only reason why I take it back the first time I laid aside my pride and laid in your bed every night after you left. And then you do the same thing twice. Said what's wrong with you? Are you crazy? And then you wanted my love and all of my trust, and you repay me with fidelity in your lust. But what about us? I guess my love's not enough. So for the first time, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna worry about me. You can worry about you, like you've always done. Like you've always done. So don't be sitting around waiting for my call. You gambled our love and you lost it. And when you're greedy with your love, that's the price you pay. So I'm gonna leave you alone, alone to your selfish ways.
Talk about R&B live right here on WPGC 95.5. So if they want to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
Most definitely. My social media, everything is at Fatboy Crank. That's FATBOYCRANK. You could definitely send me an email at info@williamnova.com. William Nova spelled WILLIANOVA.
Alright? If you want to get on the DMV Spotlight, you log on to WPGC.com/DMV Spotlight, or you can send me your emails directly to TonyReds@gmail. I said TonyReds@gmail. I keep messing up. I don't even know my email. It's okay. It's TonyReds247@gmail.com. Alright? It's R&B live right here on WPGC 95.5. Everybody, round of applause for William Casanova.
William Casanova, man. The return of the air. Shout out to all my William Nova family out there, man. We in here at WPGC. Make sure you logged on to WPGC.com.